So my name's Tina, and I've been selling on eBay since roughly October of 2017. I have a doctorate from Pepperdine and abruptly lost my job after 10 years of service for their company. And as a sole breadwinner, there was a oh my God moment. So to fill the gaps, I started selling on eBay. And then I got a little bit good at it and continued to grow until now I'm a top rated plus seller. And I have people ask me all the time, what do you sell on eBay? Short answer to that is I will sell anything that I can make 50% profit on, hands down. But there are some things that when I go to a Goodwill or a garage sale that I look for, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to put together a series of YouTube videos where I give tips. And what would be more fun than giving tips would be to do it after a few glasses of wine in the evening. So here I am as the Tipsy Tipster. And I plan on giving a few of these, starting with this first one, which is my Goodwill and garage sale shopping list. And it's very different than what you would see online. And it was very frustrating when I started. And I read these lists of, oh, just sell books. Well, that'll be a whole nother topic that I'll cover in another video. And I'll explain why I have an entire dining room full of books that I can't sell. But these are some items that, quite frankly, these are items that if you were to buy these items, you can sell these items literally within a day and make good profit. So I call them 10 items that I flip faster than I can drink a bottle of wine. So here they are, my top 10. And what I want to do today is not only show you what they are, but also show you that in the past few months, I've sold these items, and I want to go through each one of these and show you what I sold them for, and also give you the background on what I actually bought them for. So my top 10 list, and then there's a bonus deal. Number 1 is vintage globes. Number 2 is cast iron skillets, but there's a caveat to that, and I'll tell you in a moment. There's vintage Corelle dishes. Ugly as the day is long, but some people love them. Plush toys. You can buy those 99 cents, flip them almost all day, every day for $6.99. Great thing to flip. Cake-lip pans. I didn't even know what a cake-lip pan was, but apparently I learned. Empty boxes. Who would have thought? You get an empty box and you sell it for money. It's like selling air. It's beautiful. Door knockers. I'll explain that one. New deco. Don't take that too dirty. I'll explain what that is. Tea kettles. Barware, but there's also a big caveat to that one. And empty liquor bottles. That's your little bonus. Now here's the caveat. Lots of people put lists out there, what to sell on eBay. I read all those lists. What that got me was a whole bunch of inventory I can't sell. Like an entire garage full of inventory I can't sell. But the things I tell you about today, you'll actually be able to sell, and you'll see why. So let's start with globes. Vintage globes. If you can buy one that actually lights up, buy it quickly. If you can buy any of the old globes that you used to see in your classroom, buy them. Usually the golden rule on these globes, I can get them for $5 at a Goodwill, and I can flip them pretty nicely. The $5 ones that don't light up, you can sell those easily for 20 bucks. The ones that do light up, as you can see in my posting, I sold it for $50, $49.99, give or take a penny. That's great profit margins. I would literally jump over a basket in a Goodwill to get a globe. It's golden. Now, if you get a globe that has some kind of defects to it, cut it in half and make lamps out of it, but that'll be one of my next postings where I show you some really interesting things you can do to move product. All right, everyone says sell cast iron. No, I have plenty of cast iron skillets, can't sell them. Get the things that are unique. I've sold cast iron skillets that look like the corn cobs, many of those. Look at the price on that, $22.99. I got it for $1.99 at a Goodwill. But I can tell you Goodwill prices are going up. Garage sales, more so than Goodwill, you'll find these things for much cheaper. Okay, next item, vintage Corelle dishes. These items I got at a thrift store. I literally paid $5 for them. Sold them for $74.22. I didn't price them that way. When you have a lot of things like that, I had a large amount of these items, everything you see in that picture, put them on auction. Let the eBay community choose how much it's actually worth. I would have priced those things at probably $36. The eBay community in an auction, they gave me $74.22. Like that a whole lot better. Plush toys. Go into any Goodwill any day of the week and you can buy a plush toy. But don't just get a plush toy. You better look it over, get it one that looks really clean, one that doesn't have stains on it, one that's in good shape, and it has to be trendy. So I've sold things like the Simba. I bought it literally the same day, and I paid 99 cents for it. Flipped it that day, $6.99. Same with SpongeBob. I sold some Disney ones. Things that are really well known will sell good in plush toys. Cakelet pans. Didn't have any clue what a cakelet pan is. What a cakelet pan is it makes little cupcakes. Cakelet. Now, I couldn't go back any more than 90 days, and about, I would say last year sometime, I found one of these cakelet pans in a Goodwill, and it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I paid $2.99 for it. I sold it for $179.99. I put it on auction. This one I put on auction, but this one I paid only $1 for, and I sold it for $12. Profit margins on these are great. You can tell them when you pick them up, super heavy items. And each one of the cakelets is different. If you pick up a cakelet pan and it's the same cakelet all the way across, that's just a muffin tin. You need a cakelet pan that has different dinosaurs, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, something unique. And Nordic ware is the way to go. If you see Nordic ware, buy it, hands down. Now this was a shocker. So I had a couple empty iPhone, and being, I have a doctorate in technology. I had a couple Mac boxes laying around, some iPhone empty boxes. I thought, I wonder if I could sell these. Put them up there. The reason people buy these, they're going to get refurbished iPhones and MacBook Pros. They're going to put them in the boxes. That brings a great value. So if it's a MacBook Pro box, I'll sell that for $20, and I can sell them within 15 minutes of posting them. And that's without any promotions. Okay, door knockers. Door knockers, you can pick these things up at your local Habitat for Humanity. I pay $1.50 for these. They sell for at least $9.59, as you see. But the real money in the door knockers is find the vintage ones. My father found these vintage door knockers, brass door knockers. One was a lion, sold that one for $79. Another one was an Irishman, sold that one for $99. That was more than 90 days old, so I couldn't show it to you, but this is a recent one that I sold. Now there's something called New Deco. With New Deco, this is a lot of brassware is done in New Deco, and there's also some artwork. So I picked this up at a local Goodwill, and typically I'll go to a Goodwill maybe 2-3 times a week. There's also Shop Goodwill online, and now you can buy from the comfort of your home, which is quite a bit more pleasant than being in the store. Although you don't get the points. In some of my later posts, I'll talk a whole thing about Goodwill, and I'll tell you about how you save points, and you can save them up, and you save a ton of money off of your total bill. But this was a 69-cent nutcracker. Now we're going to keep this clean. This is PG, even with wine in my system. But 69 cents turned into, what is that, 24 and change. Not bad, right? New Deco sells all day, every day. Tea kettles. My first tea kettles were actually copper tea kettles. Paid $1 a piece at a garage sale. Each one of the copper ones sold for about $25 each. This is a recent one that I paid $1.99 for and sold it for $12.93. Good profit. Barware. You can sell barware as long as it's branded. Now there's one caveat to that. I found this really cool martini shaker. It was a miniature one. I had no idea what it was worth. Paid 69 cents at a Goodwill, posted it, and had these little toothpicks with little cherries on it. And I always set my auction to 7 days. 7 days passed. When the auction closed out, that thing sold for $59.99. But barware, if it is branded, you can sell it all day, every day. Especially the decanters. If you have a decanter with matching glasses, that's just money in the bank. And my last one tonight would be empty liquor bottles. I have sold Sky. Because those can be actually broken up and made into blue glass. But this was actually a gift given to me at Christmas. Now, granted, the vodka kind of went out the window, and by out the window, I meant it went into my glass. But I sold the remaining empty bottle and 2 martini glasses for $12.99. I would have typically thrown it away. So these are a few items that nobody wants to tell you. If you go into a garage sale or a Goodwill, if you pick these things up, you will flip these things within a day or 2. And that's the golden rule to selling on eBay. You don't want to hold inventory. If you're going to go into these places, buy it quick, flip it quick. If you can flip it in 24 hours, you got yourself something. And what I did tonight is I went through my listings and pulled out all the things that I sold within 24 hours or less that I could access because it had to be within the past 24 or 90 days. So there you go. Hope you keep following me. I'm going to keep, my next post is going to be on items not to sell. And I guarantee you, when you listen to my list of things not to sell, it's actually the opposite of just about anybody else that will post out there of things to sell. We'll talk about video games. We'll talk about books. Dear God, let's talk books. And let's talk about some of the other things like VHS tapes. That's just an urban legend. And I'll talk through all the things that I bought thinking they would be great sellers and how to really identify why they might be identified as a good seller on eBay, but some real good data points that you can find that will tell you not to touch them. And that makes all the difference in the world. So there you go. There's the first video on the top 10. Got lots more to come. So hopefully you'll keep following me and get these good tips. And these are current tips, not things from 2009. It's from 2018. All right, thank you.